into the field and has a bit of live interact with her. I'm the Sasquatch. Thank you very much for tuning into my show today. I'm an extremely unrefined human being. I go out in the wilderness, I sleep in the bush, and I get dirty. And I make no apologies for that, except this is really a little annoying. Oh my goodness. So, we're going to talk about Sasquatch today. I'm doing expeditions like crazy. Um, for the rest of so we're in the spring, summer, and fall. So those 3 seasons, I stopped doing expeditions. I don't harass the Sasquatch in the wintertime, which is pretty significant out here. Winter starts mid-fall, and so we basically here in the Pacific Northwest, the north of the United States, like Montana, and then central United States up into Alberta and British Columbia. We get winter pretty much starts in November, like early November, and then the snow doesn't melt till May-ish. So I start my expeditions in June. Last week's expedition was an awesome learning lesson for me. The Sasquatch were around, which is really really cool. Remember to guard your privacy. So I'm just trying to look at what's going on here. So YouTube likes to change the status all the time. Um, yeah, I learned lots of stuff. So just let me see if I can figure out where the questions are landing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, anyhow, uh, yeah, I would say actually, with the evidence that I saw, the Sasquatch they got within about, within 60 yards of expeditioners at least from the evidence that I witnessed, which was pretty significant. So, looking forward to the next expedition is going to be amazing. Going out with a very powerful empath, and we're going to test our. Um, we're just going to see how far we can get with telepathy with Sasquatch. It's really going to be about meditation, spirituality, getting the Sasquatch to come interact. So this person that I was with last year um, got the Sasquatch on multiple occasions within 40 yards, and we're hoping to take it to the next level. There's actually I'm very about manifesting and focusing on goals and achieving them. And there's a picture that I saw um, of a Sasquatch. It's kind of it's a sketch. So it's a Sasquatch. I think he's got little braids, which look pretty cool. I've never seen a Sasquatch with braids. Just so we're clear, they're just totally all natural, just like a bear, like a deer. But it just there was a native man sitting down. The Sasquatch approached right up to him, and I'm gonna kind of obsess with that image because I want a Sasquatch to come up and pretty much take an apple right out of my hand. I'm gonna start on the last expedition. I started walking around with an apple in my um, just carrying an apple specifically for when a Sasquatch comes around, and I'm gonna have to take that really next level, like maybe even walk around with an apple in my hand, just ready to give it to a Sasquatch. So that's my goal, or one of my goals this year. So the cameras. So Logan came out. Hello, Logan. Of course, Logan's here. So Logan came out. The cameras are magnificent. Now it's just a power thing. And actually, since you're watching Logan, and I'm going to tell everybody here, I'm going to use. I've switched. I was having trouble with the previous company. Tried to buy it again, and they bumped me out or something. So, but I think I found a better one. I'm going to use the Jackals, the 3000. So it's really really powerful. It's actually more powerful than the system I was going to have before, and just basically from what I can see, that one 3000 watt generator alone, just standalone, will run our cameras for 72 hours, and then the solar panels, even in crappy light, will just be able to recharge like an 8 hour in a daytime of clouds. It'll be able to extend the life, by 12 hours, and then a day of 8 hours of sunshine will fully recharge them. So, and we're getting long days out there. So, and there's lots of sunny days. So, I can really see that working out. So, we're going to give that a try, and then you all can watch my expeditions. Literally, Most of the exciting stuff happens around base camp, and you guys will watch it live. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when I'm not there. And I'm going to do some stuff to get the Sasquatch to come around when I'm not at base camp. And the footage that's garnered during the expeditions will be yours. Or during on those cameras is yours. You can literally, if you get the sickest piece of Sasquatch walks up the trailer, picks the trailer, bangs it down, you get that piece of footage. Do whatever you want with it. Just put it out there. You might even be the first person. There'll be some obsessors, and there'll be bears that come around there. Deer, elk, moose, wolves. There'll be lots of species that come. Maybe a wolverine. So it'll be nice to have people picking up on that, and yeah, because it's real wilderness out there. So Nerf says, "Are you a holy man?" I'm accepting my role as a shaman begrudgingly. Um, yeah, I'm a shaman of this particular land, and when I take people out there, I introduce them to it. I connect them to it in beautiful ways. We do Cree ceremonies, and it's just something that's kind of been forced upon me, uh, and that's the way it is. So, Film McNasty 75. Why do you keep calling them Sasquatch after they told you that they were the boom? That's like someone calling you Big Head after you told them your name was Todd. Not really, Filthy McNasty. Sasquatch is a very appropriate term. The actual term means wild master or master of the wilderness. So, and that's what goes through my head when I say Sasquatch is wild master, wild teacher. So, word is intent. I don't call them. I try not to call them Bigfoot. When it comes to pop culture, the term is Bigfoot, especially in the United States. And 80% of my viewership and people that support me are from the United States. That is tremendous. So the US calls it Bigfoot. But that term, again, it depends on how you use it. I know people are going to be PC about things. They want to change every freaking name out there. But the way I feel about them is absolute reverence. If you don't know that about me, pay attention. I have an immense reverence and respect for Sasquatch. I call them Sabe sometimes. And what's the term Sabe mean? Which it's Blackfoot, and it means like it represents the Sasquatch, but what it represents is integrity, truth, transparency, and that spiritual telepathy. So I just couldn't believe it. I almost fell over when I saw that. I just learned that in the last couple of years, and what an incredible, amazing species. The Sasquatch, do they call themselves Boom? Yeah, yeah. I mean, they do. I mean, I'm not going to deny that, but we have different names to refer to them, and it's all good, guys. I'm not going to get all PC about names and stuff. So Logan's saying hi. Hi, everybody from Paul. Oh, Paul. Hey, so Paul, you're coming up in almost just over a month, right? Like it's getting close to your time too. So Joseph Worth says, have you ever thought of going into an area in California where the Sierra sounds were taped? I went into an area in California and I filmed Sasquatch. So just waiting to see what's happening with that footage. Oh my God, guys! Please don't ask me about the documentary today because I don't know what's happening with part two now. So it's distribution companies and red tape and garbage. So I finished it. I did my job. Now it's up to the distributor to finish up what they're going to do with it, and I don't know what that's going to be. So Caleb Nelson put some emojis. I think those are Sasquatch and monkeys. Nobody special says that's the person's title. What about several people in the group all focusing on the same thing mentally, like giving an apple? Has that been thought about? No. Hmm. We all, I do have moments when we focus on things for sure. Like when we're leaving apples, I tell somebody else gifts, and we all focus on Sasquatch coming and taking that gift. But that's powerful stuff, and that's been really working. That's really good advice. I'll keep that in mind. Everybody focus on one particular thing. So it's hard because people are completely different individuals, and if you get everybody to focus on like seeing a Sasquatch, you're gonna get a bump in that game. So because when you're out there and your boots on the ground and you hear them around, you start feeling differently as they approach. So what happened to them? What happened to them two middle bottom teeth? My two middle bottom teeth are okay. Filthy is not a literal name; it's an implied one. Well, I know that. Um, will you have any videos of expeditions? Yeah, tons. I just did. That's the last video I put up was that Ave Sinatra, Salmon Pave. I don't know. Martin Couture. I see orbs once every couple months. Had one encounter in the forest and saw one from a distance in Penticton, BC. And Survivor Man says orbs are related to Sasquatch. I have no experience with that at all. So watching your at 2:08 a.m. inspiring to watch. Oh, T Raw. He's probably in a different country far away. Thank you for that. Oh, maintenance work. Hello, hello, brother. This is a Nia Bay elder. Hey, brother. How long do family groups stay together? I would think as a male-dominated society, there are four big badass. There, there are four big badass males can only rule one certain amount of time before a challenge. I actually lean heavily towards tribes more than family groups. Heavily. In fact, I can't deny that anymore. I'm seeing multiple big males with Seeger in my troop and in other groups, just multiple. And that's, I think, a more advanced way to do things. I think it's just like the Native Americans. There's a chief. I don't know how the chief got challenged or how he won or lost or how they would do that. But I always have it like a little bit gorilla, a little bit human, right? So what do the native tribes do here, and what do gorillas do? And I'm starting to see more and more in their social interactions to be tribal. So much more. So obviously family groups, yes, like tighter family groups amongst the tribe is what I'm seeing. There's just too many individuals that are big, and I think being monogamous with females, even though there's a lot of sexual dimorphism, which means males are significantly bigger than females, which would indicate a society where, or in nature, with lions and gorillas, where the males are significantly bigger than the females, it's one male dominated group. I don't think that's very advanced. I think that's lacking in advancements. I think it's very primitive, and so I don't think Sasquatch have that or are like that. So I just see them as tribes with the chief, and I've also seen significant evidence that the chief is he does battle for supremacy with Sasquatch that come and break into the troop. So um, maybe a little like I say, a little bit of human tribal, a little bit of like gorilla. So we have so much to learn. These are just my theories and they change as I move along, right? So Kyle's here. Hello, Logan and Kyle. I didn't see Kyle. Where are you, Kyle? So hello, Royal Creations. Thanks for coming. Appreciate always having you. Love your channel. How about a gander at your beehole? I don't know what that means. That doesn't sound very flattering. So Andy's saying hi. Greetings, Todd and the Sasquatch Research family. We are such a research family, aren't we? Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful for you guys showing up. Do you think that they mate for life? Some creatures do. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to feel like there's monogamous couples. So and it's a feeling. I don't have evidence of boots like tracks, the trackways. I've seen that. Just a feeling that I have. So but there's so much more work to do, guys. This is just theoretical chit chat. So I don't know for sure. So um, Martin Couture. Then after I started seeing orbs, mountains nearby I live. Then after I started seeing orbs in mountains, so you saw the orbs at home, and then you saw them in the mountains. And I really, I'm actually starting to feel like the orb thing is more advanced, and it's beyond my pay grade. Sorry, but that's just kind of how I feel. So I have a lot of work to do spiritually, a lot, and it's coming slowly. And it really, like anybody who asks, it's meditation. It's connecting to the land. It's even at home practicing it with my family. So my son was exceptional at it, and then he sort of got away from that. Now he's so busy with school and athletics, he doesn't do that enough, and that's a bad excuse. You just got to make more time to focus on those things, make them a major priority. and I'm just doing an okay job of that. So I'm spending more time in the sun significantly, and yeah, just trying to get that sun's energy. I had a lot of trouble with my health. Obviously, I'm starting to feel a lot better, which is really good. And you know, and then also physical fitness, because I was sick. I really had my ass handed to me, so my fitness has been degraded significantly, and it feels like I got sick a lot this year, like 3 times in the last 8 months, and puts you back a lot, and I hate it, but I mostly attribute that to my children going to school. So they go to school in those little sardine factories and bring home illnesses. So it's affected me. So, and remember, there's emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, um, sexual health, and there's another one, physical health. Did I say physical health? If one drags down, they all drag down. So you really gotta focus on all those things. Are all enormously important. So, and really being organic and connecting to the earth is incredibly, incredibly important. So since I don't have my thing's frozen here, I don't have a question. Um, tell you what I felt on this last expedition that was substantiated by the trackways. And Mike came out from Santa Cruz. Oh my God. He was just crazy about his tracks. Just did so much. He just really, really up leveled significantly. I'm very happy for him about his tracking skills. And I have to agree. I think even a couple expeditioners were on par with thinking it was just a younger Sasquatch were coming around, and they were keeping their distance. I think they were even kind of ordered to do so from the main group. So we were, although we were having interactions, were fantastic and amazing. Um, Only for the first 2 days when Logan actually came out and started doing work, and then we didn't get much after that, except maybe apples taken. And I'm actually going to see. There are rumors probably started because of Survivor Man, because he was saying silly things like "I see Sasquatch everywhere," which is absolutely not true. The problem with the Survivor Man episodes were I would take him to spots only where there was Sasquatch activity. If there was no Sasquatch activity, I don't take him there. And I've been around that area for hundreds of days. I don't go unless, I mean, we have dozens. If I had 20 choices that were amazing Sasquatch stuff that happened there, I was only able to just take them to 5. So I go out there and I talk about the Sasquatch, and the rumor started going around that I see Sasquatch everywhere. And like everybody learns on the expedition, is absolutely not true. There's lots of other things going on. So that being said, when apples were getting taken, there was only like some squirrels were getting at them, which was really frustrating, and birds were pecking at them. And this is what's happened over years of these freaking squirrels and birds knowing there's a food source there. For, all this spring, summer, and fall, they keep going back there and getting stuff. So that's a real problem with those birds and squirrels banging away and chipping on my apples. But almost every occasion we put up apples, 3 of the 3 times we put up apples, there were 2 that disappeared without a trace. And the squirrels and the birds don't do that. And then the other thing that I have to say is, when the squirrel eats part of an apple, he leaves it there and it's all messed up, or a bird pecks at it and he leaves it there. So it wasn't a bear or a deer or an elk or something of that sort. We can rule out all this stuff because apples were still there and some apples were taken. So what would come in and selectively only take the good apples and leave the other ones? No, a bear wouldn't care if a squirrel was nibbling on it. So yeah, that's what I strongly believe. Is something wrong with the questions here, guys? Because my computer's frozen. So can somebody just put something in the questions there? Because I would like to answer more questions. Usually have hundreds of questions, and my screen seems to be frozen here. So I thoroughly enjoy talking to you guys. You know, I've done this show, I don't know, 100 times probably. Maybe I'm getting close to it. Maybe I should be paying attention to that. How many times I've actually done this show, and it's always new questions. You guys always blow my mind with always amazing things. So for YouTube to freeze us up here is a little frustrating because I can't answer your questions. And I know questions should be manifested in there. I've been having a lot of trouble with YouTube recently, guys. A lot of weird things keep happening to me. And it's very frustrating. So they're updating and doing changes, and I'm getting incidents like this all the time. So it's been very frustrating. Talk about what else we want to talk about? Um, I will be analyzing some new footage. I think I found a piece of footage that looked decently authentic to me, so I'm going to do an analysis of that in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And yeah, there's going to be I know I fell behind for like 6 weeks because I was sick, but there's going to be lots of new. Every week I'll have a new piece of what's going on out in the research area, even beyond what you can see live uh, on the uh, on the live cameras. So this sucks, guys. Oh my god, freaking YouTube! There's no reason for that to be frozen up. So I'm literally stuck on Martin Couture talking about orbs. I know there's got to be probably 100 other questions going on, and YouTube has totally frozen me up. I got nothing here. So um, even so, I'll say this: I've heard rumors that Survivor Man is going to start doing some more Sasquatch stuff. It's not with me. So and that's a mistake. I mean, you saw the episodes of Survivor Man Bigfoot, and what I can do is far, far beyond what anybody else can do. So I have sympathy for him if he's going to go forward without me. I have been inviting him here, and I would always invite him back. And he just has my sympathy if he's going to go try stuff without me. I am light years ahead of anybody else. I don't know of anybody who's public who has anywhere near the success that I'm garnering, and he has a background working with me. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. I'm not worried about it. However, I mean, I wish him all the success in the world. But the Survivor Man Bigfoot episodes that weren't involved with me were bad, just bad. Like they were flat. They were mostly uneventful. Not only did I have footage to give him, but we had incredible live interactions. He filmed the top of the head of a Sasquatch in one of my episodes. Like he had incredible success. He had Sasquatch coming within 10 yards of him every episode, like and evidence to substantiate that. So I get confused why, people don't come back because I'm being, I mean, it comes down to this. I like Survivor Man. I'll work with him anytime, and he had the best success with me by far. Like there's no comparison. He got footage of a Sasquatch. It may not be much. People not might be impressed, but it's the top of the head of a Sasquatch. That while he was sleeping, that was, I mean, on 2 nights within 15 yards of where he was sleeping, apples got taken, and footage of a Sasquatch was acquired on the last day when I wasn't up there. So besides the calls and the rock knocks and the tracks that we all found fresh, I mean, it's just next level. His other shows were don't even compare. Like they were nothing in comparison. So for him to go off on his own, I mean, you could say, well, maybe he's upset with me. Well, if he is, he's not telling me. Like you got to man up and tell me, right? So I showed Jeff Meldrum a Sasquatch. That's the only time he ever came out with me. I invited him out, and expeditions have invited him out dozens and dozens of times. He never came back. So, I paid him to come the first time and used his footage in the movie Discovering Bigfoot, but he never came back. And for me, like if somebody shows you a Sasquatch, that's your lifelong focus, and you don't ever go back. And I know he was doing other little expeditions, maybe not as obviously not as hard as mine, and maybe that was the issue. I don't know, but yeah, he's had plenty of opportunities to come back, and he doesn't. So, and I love Jeff Meldrum. I think the world of him. He's an amazing human being. Like he's a fantastic guy. We are so lucky to have him in the field of Sasquatch research, and I tell him that, and um, yeah, he doesn't come back. So the questions aren't working anymore, guys. I see the numbers in the show just going up and up and up. And there's no more questions happening. So I got screwed around really badly in the last couple of weeks with this live show thing. That really sucks because it was going really well. Oh, what's going on here? Nope, still absolutely nothing is coming up. Very frustrating. Um, yeah, so I'll be working on doing Kyle's expeditions now. So I just had an expedition canceled, or some people jam out of me just on really short notice. So I've been forced to kind of go through the whole expeditioner list, and now that I've done that, I can only take 2 people, and I've called like 10. So I'll be putting other people, put other those other people that want to do the expedition badly. I didn't realize it was so. There's so many people that want to do that, and I could literally go through the list of 100 other people and call them. But so if you're interested in an expedition, there will be spots with Kyle, and Kyle does an excellent job. Kyle will take you around Radium, and he is coming back out this year. And I'm gonna have to end the show, guys. I'm terribly sorry, but and you can't even say bad things about this platform because it's AI will pick up on it. So this platform that must not be named has really crapped the bed. The questions are not working anymore, and only did like I only have like 30 questions here, and it didn't festoon properly. So I'll be back next week. My sincere apologies for this platform crapping the bed. Very frustrating. But I'll be back next week, and I'll be in the field when I do it. So I missed the other week. Oh my God, the other week, guys, it was just like so crazy trying to get those cameras up and doing the expedition, and it takes a lot out of me. And I was a little under the weather. So, but for the next expedition, guaranteed 100% at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time. I will be doing this live show 100%, and hopefully this platform gets its crap together and stops dicking me around, because it's been happening a lot, and I don't know what to say. I love doing the live show, guys. I do this just I don't get paid for this live show. I just do it because I love it, and uh, I love interacting with you guys. You guys are amazing. It's always a fantastic show. So it's going to be a really exciting season. First 2 expeditions, I was able to say both times they're here. So the Sasquatch were there both times. So they're really out there. They're really interacting with us. I'm very excited about what's next to come. So take care, guys. Bye for now.